Manchester City and Erling Haaland continued their amazing form. 3 wins on the bounce. 3 wins in a row. Kudus Mohammed had a chance to score today, but unfortunately it was not to be against the juggernauts that is Manchester City. They could not find a way. Also in action for the Ghana Black Stars players was Forcing Amankwa. After getting a shoulder injury, being ruled out for a while, he came back and was fit enough to start the game. Great news for Forcing Amankwa. Unfortunately, he has not been included in the Ghana Black Stars team. We'll also talk about Antoine Semenyo and AFC Bournemouth. They have won this award on your screen 2 seasons in a row. 3 seasons in a row, make that, because there's no way anyone is going to top this from AFC Bournemouth. AFC Bournemouth came from behind as late as the 86th minute. They were losing 2-0 to Everton. Antoine got the comeback on 87th minute. He got the goal, and then the rest, they say, is history. AFC Bournemouth did a crazy thing. They won the game when they should have lost. We'll talk about that today. As usual, subscribe if you haven't. Click on that notification bell to get more updates. Antoine Semenyo continued his amazing goal scoring for AFC Bournemouth. He was on the score sheet for them this weekend. AFC Bournemouth versus Everton. The game was headed into a loss for AFC Bournemouth, but somehow Antoine and his teammates found a way back. He started the comeback, and then the rest followed. As late as a 90 plus 5 minutes, they found the winner to make it 3-2. Last season, they did something similar. I think it ended 4-3 in the end, and it was crazy. Antoine's tally for the season is 2 goals, 1 assist, and he keeps on finding the back of the net at this regularity. He could be a key member for AFC Bournemouth. As the signing of Dominic Solanke into Tottenham Hotspur happened, it meant that he would be the main man, and he's proven pivotal to their season. AFC Bournemouth have gotten their first win of the season from the unlikeliest of positions. It ended 3-2 for them. Antoine on the scoreline. Forcing Amankwa was in action for his club side, Norwich. He found he was in action despite having a shoulder injury. I think in midweek he got back into action and his team won 1-0. Norwich in the championship. He could be a key figure that could help them back into the Premier League. Also in action was Kudus Mohammed for his club side, West Ham United. They were beaten by the Manchester City juggernaut, and the man that is Erling Haaland. 70 goals in 69 Premier League appearances. He's a machine born to score goals. He found the back of the net 3 times for Manchester City and helped beat West Ham United 3-1. Ruben Diaz looked to have given West Ham a way back into it after his own goal, but Haaland had other ideas, quickly putting them 2-1 ahead, and then finally 3-1 in the comfort seat. Kudus Mohammed had a chance to find the back of the net, but unfortunately he could not do it, and Manchester City were able to win this one here comfortably, 3-1. They are the only team now with 3 wins out of 3. Liverpool could also join them if they beat Manchester United tomorrow. It will be interesting to see how that game ends. Jordan Ayew and FATAWU were involved in quite an interesting game between Leicester City and Aston Villa, with Aston Villa getting away with a 2-1 win. Yes, Jamie Vardy late on pleading for a penalty, which he was offside for. Early on, there was an incident that meant that he was cut in the penalty box, but then the ball had been gotten first, so their former player could not be held responsible for that. It was quite a controversial game. Jordan and Isaacu played a part in this game. They both started it, but did not finish. Unfortunately, they lost at home following that midweek home win, and Jordan Ayew getting his very first goal of the season. Earlier on, I reported about an injury to Ghana Black Stars player Alexander Djuku that has ruled him out. The FA have officially confirmed it, and it means that probably a subsequent replacement will be called up by Coach Otuado, or will have to bring in Abdul Momin to start his very first Black Stars game here. It will be a tall order versus an Angola side who will be smelling blood with some inexperience in our defense. whether that will be a plus or a negative for us. We hope that we have the personnel to get us over the line. Another goal for another Ghanaian player for the second weekend in a row, EMMANUEL Gyasi. Gyasi was able to find the back of the net for his club side, that is Empoli. He scored and he's enjoying his position as a right wing back. It will be interesting to see how he progresses in his development. But Gyasi is enjoying life with Empoli and has he scored and found the back of the net today. Tomorrow is the big game, Manchester United versus Liverpool. It will be interesting to see how that one ends. But roundup of performances of Ghanaian players today. Early on today, Tariq Lamptey's Brighton were able to conjure up a draw. Well, what should I say? Arsenal were able to hold them to a 1-1 draw after going a man down. A very, very weird second yellow card from Declan Rice. Such an unnecessary thing to do. But the player played into the referee's hands, and he was able to convince the referee to get him a yellow card and then a subsequent red card. Thomas Partey was in action. His team were man short, and it showed after 7 minutes of the sending of Brighton found the way back in. Tariq Lamptey was an unused substitute for this one here as they end the weekend and in going to the international break with 7 points from a possible 9. As I said, City are the only team with 100% record, and they have scored, I think, close to 10 goals in doing that. The first game they won, second game they won 4-1, this one they've won 3-1. Manchester City look like they will be doing 5 in a row. And that is how I'll end today's update. Kudus Mohammed in action for West Ham United. Jordan and FATAWU also in action. Unfortunately, they lost Kudus as well. Also in action was Norwich man Forsen Mankwa. In action as well, Empoli man Gyasi EMMANUEL finding the back of the net. Jiku out injured after last night's game. 61st minute he went out versus Fenerbahce. It was not to be for him and his side as he was out of the action in the 61st minute. It's been confirmed now that he has an injury in his thigh that could take up to 2 weeks for him to fully recover. Otto has to revise his plan. He called 23 players. As he said, Forsen Mankwa is one of the players who are in the backup list, and they are on standby. I think Forsen Mankwa will be called up, and probably has been called up already, and will be on his way to join his Ghanaian teammates. But it will be interesting to see how we line up, how Otto Addo and his team do it. But Antoine Semenyo is on form. The team he is with right now, 3 in a row, they could win the comeback, unlikeliest comeback of the season. Antoine, 2 goals and 1 assist, 3 goal contributions in 3 games. I'm ecstatic for him. I'll see you guys in the next one. Your thoughts in the comments box on everything. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.